All right, guys. So I just wanted to give an update on American politics. What's going on right now? The Republican nominee. They had a bunch of things with Tucker Carlson where all the Republican candidates went up and did interviews outside of Trump. And I want to talk about the betting odds because there are some interesting stuff there. But I mean, we've got this stuff with Biden, and it's every week. And I say that not being sarcastic, not exaggerating. It's once a week now. Biden is having these incidents where he'll just do super creepy stuff. Not normal. Biden creeps out little girl with awkward nibble kisses. And of course, this gets blown off as, oh, he's just an old grandpa. But I implore everyone to watch this video. This stuff is simply weird. It is too much. It very, very strange. The little girl was weirded out. It is just not... I mean, it's just, I don't know what to say on it. I know they're going to say, oh, he's 80, he doesn't know, he's old, he's just trying to make the girl laugh. But the thing is, it's just, if you watch it, he's like kissing, nibbling on her back. It's just way too much, you would think. And I would imagine people that advise Biden would tell him, well, maybe they haven't told him. Maybe it helps his poll numbers. Oh, wait, let's check his approval rating. His approval rating is still worse than Trump. That is amazing to me. If you remember Trump back in 2019, this is like, this is a comparison right here, day 906. This was Trump's third year into the presidency. Trump was at 42, Biden's at right around 40, 41. Just remarkable considering the context of the entire media outside of Fox News being against Trump. And to see that, it's just hilarious. And then we've got this, how Vivek Ramaswamy became a major presidential candidate. I was saying this back, did I do my first video on Vivek back in February or March? I think I did one in March, early March, talking about how he was so impressive to me, but nobody knew him. Well, now everyone knows him, and, 538 did an article, and it's just hilarious to me how he became a major presidential candidate. Do you want to know how he became a major presidential candidate? He's smarter than everyone. That's how. Yeah, and also he has a ton of money, and he's got an amazing social media team, and he does every interview, and he campaigns everywhere. Ramaswamy is just so impressive. It's a 37-year-old Republican politician. And, it's easy when you're smarter than everyone. And he is smarter than every single person, Democrat, Republican. I said it back in March when I first heard him speak and how he was able to formulate opinions and argue things. And he's really impressive. And that brings us to this next thing. Now, Ramaswamy not polling very well. In terms of this, though, this is interesting. You can take a look at the betting odds. Donald Trump, you can basically equate that 62 cents to a 62% chance that Trump's going to be the nominee. DeSantis down to 15. And I think with DeSantis, he's battling two different things right now. Number one, the mega people completely hate DeSantis because he's battling Trump and he's going after Trump. The other problem for DeSantis is I also do think the Democrats would rather face Trump than DeSantis, so they're more likely to go after DeSantis. Remember, my opinion is that the indictment on Trump was because the Democrats knew the Republicans would galvanize support around Trump because obviously everyone knows that indictment, politically speaking, is completely ridiculous. They know it seems like they're treating Trump differently than everyone else. Obviously, the Republican reaction to that is going to be, we're going to galvanize around Trump even more. So I do not think the Democrats want to face DeSantis in a general election. And the other issue for DeSantis, this is his fault, I'll be honest, this part at least. He has just became the establishment Republican. And, before DeSantis announced, I was talking to Trump supporters and they were like, oh, he's an establishment. I was like, dude, that's the furthest thing from the truth. This dude is fighting Disney. He's social justice. He won Florida by 20 points, as an incumbent, just a crazy victory for a swing state. I don't even care if the Democrats weren't even trying in that election. You win Florida by 20 points, it's crazy. So I was like, I like DeSantis, he's younger. The problem is he's really embracing being kind of the establishment candidate. You've got Jeb Bush endorsing him, and it's just not coming off well. He should have done a better job not being like Trump, but also there's really no reason to attack Trump this much this early on when we haven't even reached our first debate. He should have been doing what Ramaswamy was doing. Maybe not to the degree because he still is a governor, but still go around places, talk to different people, get big time interviews on CNN, and really make your points known rather than hiding behind donor money, going to Europe with all these meetings. It's just not a good look. But take a look. Ramaswamy actually up to third right now, at least in terms of the betting odds, at around a 10% chance at the age of 37. It's really impressive. I speculated in a video a little over a month ago. I thought Ramaswamy might make a really good VP for Trump, but I would love to see Ramaswamy become the president. You know, age is against him for sure at 37. Glenn Youngkin, who I don't even know if he's announced at 8%. He had a really nice win in Virginia. He says a lot of really good things, but I'm shocked he's in front of Tim Scott. There was actually a rumor I saw today that there were top Republican donors that might be moving away from DeSantis and moving towards Tim Scott. I think that's a little bit of an overreaction, but I can understand why there are murmurs about that because DeSantis has really fallen off here recently, and Tim Scott kind of, he went on The View, he did well, he kind of is charging right now, and I'm sure Tim Scott throughout the campaign will have a moment where he's in second place, because that's normally how it works. He'll charge up at some point. I would still at this point, Trump has just such a massive base. If you've got DeSantis, well, really, Ramaswamy is more similar to Trump, so it's going to be hard for Ramaswamy to win with Trump there, because if you like Ramaswamy and you like Trump, a lot of these people are just going to vote for Trump. I think Ramaswamy politically is just way better than Trump, and I'm someone that, listen, I liked Trump in 2015, before he was even, known, and he was polling at 3% in the Republican primaries in 2015, and I said I liked him. But it's with Trump, it's just the problem of appealing to independent people. And the Democrats take advantage of that. That's why I'm sure they want to face Trump. You do have Chris Christie down there. Yeah, so Chris Christie is just becoming completely disingenuous. This is one of the reasons why I hope that Trump actually goes to the debates. Well, listen, Trump needs to do the debates. Seriously. That would be so annoying if he didn't do those. If he said, oh, I'm up by so many points, why would I do them? Just do the debates. We need the entertainment. But dude, Chris Christie is going to try and agitate Trump so bad at the debates, and I seriously think Trump might snap so badly and call him like a fat ass or something. It would be hilarious. But Chris Christie is like, I'm not going to do the thing where I call him a Democrat, but seriously, some of the stuff that dude has been saying is just so ridiculous. Like, I thought Chris Christie was funny, but now it's just annoying. And people have been saying Chris Christie's trying to get like a CNN job as the useful idiot Republican whipping boy. The little shop bitch on CNN where they act like, oh, I'm the idiot Republican. Why don't you educate me on all the science? And that's what he's angling for. He's in front of Nikki Haley. Now listen, Nikki Haley has less than a 0.1% chance. And then Mike Pence, who half of his head is even cut off because we can't even see him. Mike Pence, this is unbelievable what Mike Pence is doing. This is my message to Mike Pence. Mike. Instead of using your donor money to go do town halls and go do events, just give me your donor money. I'll invest it into cryptocurrency, and it'll be a better use of the money than you going to these events. Mike Pence, the Tucker Carlson thing where he comes out and Tucker, talks about Ukraine, the support. America's doing so terrible. Why are we sending them billions of dollars? Mike Pence, the lack of self-awareness during that interview in front of a Republican crowd. You would think he would understand, probably not to talk about that. Oh, Ukraine still doesn't have enough tanks when Republicans are the ones saying, listen, we've sent them too much money already. Mike Pence has the audacity to go up and say, they don't have their tanks yet. And then Tucker Carlson, people are like, Mike Pence ruined his campaign. There was no campaign to begin with for Mike Pence. It was never happening. By the way, I thought that was a funny photo. I don't know why. It's just so weird. Ramaswamy and Chris Christie together. I don't know. And then this is the Democrat. So this is even more interesting, right? Because you have Joe Biden as an incumbent. 65% chance to be the Democratic nominee. This is not to win the presidency. This is to be the nominee. 65% chance and trending downward. Newsom, who has not publicly Newsom has come out in support of Biden. He doesn't want to run. He's at a 21% chance. Now, why would that be? What are the betting markets rating? Well, they're rating that Gavin Newsom is going on TV. He's going on Fox News. He's going all over the country. He's younger. He's hipper. You know, he's like the new blood Democrat. He's got the whole new amendment to ban the AR that he's trying to get passed. He's 9 percentage points better than RFK, who actually is running. Kamala Harris, Buttigieg, yeah, it's not going to happen. It seems like right now for the Democrats, the strategy is if Biden, I think the Democrats, if it is Trump, if Trump's the nominee for the right, I think they'll be fine with Biden. But if it's DeSantis, there's no way Biden's beating DeSantis. There's too big of an age gap. Biden can't formulate sentences. I think they would have to go with Newsom. But I do still think they're just going to go with Newsom anyways, and they're waiting for the right moment to put him in. Honestly, if I was the Democrats, what I would do is I would try and tank the country as much as possible. Get Biden out. I mean, you can really get Biden out any day you want. Just say, oh, he's too old. Everyone will understand. The guy can barely speak. Obviously, he shouldn't be the president. And I do think the Democrats realize that a lot of the independent people are going to feel really disenfranchised and really just numb. And it's almost like, do you think the American people are stupid if you walk a corpse out there like Biden and say, oh yeah, vote for Biden in 2024. He can't formulate sentences. I think a lot of people are going to be turned off by that, and Trump still may beat Biden in a rematch, but I don't think it's going to be Biden. Right now, if I had to, if you made me pick, I would say Newsom versus Trump, because like right now, I don't know. I don't think Ramaswamy and DeSantis has fallen off. I don't think those two are going to be the nominee. It does seem like it's going to be Trump, and then I would say Newsom for the Democrats, but maybe they do roll with Biden. It just seems really unlikely, in my opinion, at this point. And then you've got Mike Pence. Oh, here we go. Mike Pence or his intern or whoever clamping back. I'm sorry. That is what we call fake news. Here's the full clip of my remarks. And you can see poor Mike Pence just gets ratioed to death. You've got 8,000 comments versus 5,000 likes, a bunch of quote tweets. It's not going good for Mike Pence. At what point does he decide to drop out? I wonder if he'll be on the debate stage. All right, you know what? This is what we need on the debate stage. Trump in the center, DeSantis on one side, Ramaswamy on the other. Then you've got Tim Scott, Nikki Haley, and they're gonna throw Chris Christie into the end. On the way end, they're gonna throw Chris Christie just to agitate Trump. But I am serious. Trump needs to do the debates. Seriously, Trump has not done a single debate since 2020. His candidates got crushed in the midterms in 2022. He needs to at least do the debates because it is entertaining. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.